Welcome to a brand new episode of the Shit Appreciation Podcast, and today we're going to make it fun.
We're going to talk about fun. Let's make it all fun. Are you funny?
Am I funny? Do you know, as a child I used to be quite funny. I was known as the clown, and I was very much known as the class clown, but I think as an adult, I don't think as we grow older we definitely get a bit more serious, and I think that's where it all goes freaking wrong, because I really believe that having fun and having that childlike behaviour is what keeps all of our relationships alive, whether it's our friendships, whether it's our actual relationships or the relationships with our children. I mean, how much do they enjoy when their parents get down on the floor with them or on the sofa with them and just act silly and stupid? They just love it, don't they?
Just have fun.
And just have fun, literally.
Just have fun.
Are you funny?
Oh, I know I'm funny. I'm hilarious. I'm like the funniest person that you ever did me. Everybody knows. Who knows me? How damn funny I am. I am sarcastic fun. I love a little bit of dark humour. I can't deny. I love me some sarcasm.
Yeah.
I really do love that.
Yeah.
And I've definitely met my match with Steve, because Steve and our humour is very much aligned.
Amazing.
Some of his humour
It's a bit darker than yours.
bit darker than
I've heard
mine.
it, yeah.
And a little bit further out of the box. And sometimes I'm kind of like, look at him and go, did you fucking say that? And he'd be like rolling around with laughter, and I'd be like, that might have been a bit much, a bit too far. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think definitely, yeah. Oh God, I just love to laugh. I just love to laugh.
Yeah.
And just be silly.
It's healing, isn't it, when we laugh? And I think if we can find humour in those difficult times, I know that when we're healing, actually, something that is often suggested when we get to a certain point in that healing is to start to have a bit of comedy around the traumatic experiences that we've experienced. That's not to say that we're making a joke of it as in it is funny, but to have this kind of lightness about it. Like, for example, I spoke in a previous podcast about when we were talking about lying, and one of the lies that I weren't lying about was the fact that I was kidnapped. And so funny!
Oh, funny! Hilarious!
Now, obviously, that's pretty traumatic, and everything that was involved in that was really traumatic. But because I've healed to such depth with it, I can really bring in some comedy into it, and it's okay to laugh about that. I tell you what I've seen recently, and it's been absolutely fantastic, is there's these two girls on TikTok who absolutely laugh about the things they've done since their mum died. It's honestly, Kate, it's so funny. I'll try and send you some videos. Basically, their mum passed away, and they now they start the videos off with something like, this is something that I really want to tell Karen, but she's obviously dead. So I just want to let her know that I finally got my tyre fixed, and but I have been driving around for 6 months without it fixed. And I did sort my insurance out, but I did get 3 points on my driving licence, or and they just make such a laugh out of these what would be such a heavy and difficult time. So humour is just utterly incredible, and I think it's life-changing when we can bring it into a situation and start to really... It feels light in the body, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, God, I was talking about fun, and my little cheeky leaks are like, they're starting to tingle a little bit, and I'm like, I can feel myself feeling like, oh, I'm excited about this conversation, because it's a fun conversation to have about having humour and lightness. I think find your tribe when it comes to humour, especially if you've got a certain type of sense of humour that may not be so well received with others.
Yeah.
I've spoken about them before, but my beautiful, beautiful school friends, Rosie and Corenza, oh my God, the stuff that we talk about.
And you've got history there as well.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
It is so weird. It's so weird. It's so twisted. It's so dark. It really is. But you laugh to the point that you literally are like crying.
Yeah.
I mean, God, I don't even know if I really want to tell you what we were laughing about. We were watching a not very nice documentary about a not nice person that did some not nice things. And we were in fucking fits because we were making up our own dialogue to go along with this awful freaking documentary. And we were in absolute fits. I think the wine definitely helped along the way to lubricate the vocal cords for the full guttural laughing. But it is just, honestly, when I get with them, they're just so brilliant, so brilliant. And my other friend, Mia, I've had so many times with Mia is like the best storyteller.
Yeah.
So she, well, you know, Jodie, Mia is our mutual friend who we actually met through, but she's, her storytelling is freaking supreme. Yeah. It's supreme, but it's always funny. It's always a funny story. It's always a really surreal, ridiculous story.
Could only happen to her.
That could only happen to her and will 100% be real. She might elaborate a little bit along the way to tell the story to make it more funny.
Yeah.
But holy crap.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever cried so much in my life than I do with Mia. Like proper, both of us, just streams coming down our faces. And to the point, where you're hurting, you're laughing so much, you're physically hurting, but it's just so damn funny. Yeah. And I tell you what, just the mood, all of your mood is just light and it's just silly and, you know.
Isn't it funny though how when we meet people in our lives, some people we just don't gel with and we can't kind of get through each other's barriers, and it does feel like there's an invisible barrier there. And other people you meet and poof, that's it, you're just gone. You just know that it doesn't matter, they just get you and you get them. And other people surprise us. Other people you're just like, oh, I didn't realise you'd laugh at that. I just tested my luck a little bit, and you got it.
You found that funny.
I see you, fun. And that's it now. The gate's been open, and you know that you can kind of dive in with that humour. But it's definitely something I think that needs testing depending on what your humour is like and who you're with. You kind of dip your toes in, don't you, to go, oh, is that all right?
Are we okay there? Yeah. And then you'll see instantaneously from someone's reaction, their facial expression as to whether that landed or not.
Yeah.
And sometimes
it doesn't
land. And you get fully pied, but that in itself is funny.
Yeah.
It's funny to me when I'm like, oh, fuck, you really didn't get that.
What I find great
hilarious
is using humour in an argument, which I know is a little bit, people can see that a little bit as a grey area. But I know that if there's a discussion happening, it can get a little bit too serious and a little bit too heated. I know sometimes I can just laugh because I'm just like, this is really like going down a route that is pointless. We're going over the same thing. We're not going to get anywhere. And then in the end, I'm just like, what are we doing? Like,
why are we having this ridiculously?
And that's it. And quite often, when one person starts to laugh, if they get it, they will start to laugh back as well. Not always. Sometimes it's like, why the hell are you laughing? Inappropriate, whatever. But eventually,
pack your bags, off you go.
But life's too short, isn't it? And I think as adults, we have so much responsibility in our lives. You know, we have got to go to work and pay the bills, and often we've got children and the pressures at work and has the MOT been done, and has the car tax, and does the cat need to go to the vets, and have we got food in the cupboards? You know, the list is endless of mundane, boring shit that we have to do. So that's all kind of like, it's all serious stuff, and it's all really boring stuff. So the more often that we can bring that childlike behaviour in, the better. You know, like I know that Gary, I hate it when he does this to me in the supermarket, but Gary will just stand there and he does it to the kids a lot actually. If they're buying something next to us on the self-service, they'll go, oh, don't take that out your pockets. You're not allowed to nick it. You've got to pay for it. And they literally die. And he does that a lot in the shop, and it's great. But honestly, I think as adults, especially as adults, we all need to just come back to that inner feeling of and it is it's being childlike, isn't it? Of having fun and laughing about the things that we used to laugh about before we got far too serious.
I know, because life is so freaking serious.
Yeah.
It's so funny you say that about Gary. Steve, just letting out all your trade secrets. if you ever see us out and about in a supermarket and you ever want to buy a bottle of fizzy drink, just don't buy anything that Stephen has previously touched. Steve is really strong. He's got like really strong hands.
Does he shake it?
No. He tightens up the tops of the bottles so unbelievably tight that you can never undo them.
Do you know what? Gary does that for fun. Like it needs
he's laughing. He's freaking doing it, and he's like, like a freaking kid walking around tightening up things really, really tight, knowing that somebody on the receiving end is going to be gasping.
Me.
Going, oh my god, I'm so thirsty, and they're like, can I do the bottle? Can I do? He's not even witnessing the humour. He's not even witnessing the result of what his silliness is doing. He's just doing it, knowing and future visualising some poor soul gasping, not being able to open the bottle of drink and just being like absolutely infuriated. And he thinks it's hilarious.
Yeah.
He really does. He really cackles about it.
I do think men are much better at being more childlike than women. I think women can get quite serious quicker than men. I think men stay in that childlike sort of
state for a bit longer.
Yeah, I think they do, yeah. And I think it's sad when they don't, when they come out of that, because like I said, like, you know, life comes with so many stresses and pressures, and we all know that it's the perspective we have on those which will determine how we actually navigate them and deal with them, etc. But you can't deny the fact that it is sometimes difficult. Life is difficult. And I think that men are able to soften those situations much easier than women on a kind of whole. Because, you know, when we speak about men, we often sort of say, oh, yeah, well, he's just like a child. He's just like an overgrown toddler. And they kind of are, really, aren't they?
Yeah. Why can't we be like that?
I know.
We need to be more like that.
I think...
It's a bit more silly.
I know. I lost it when I became a parent a bit, actually. And I think it's because I thought I needed to be sensible.
Yeah.
And I forgot that I could mess around with my child. Do you know what I mean?
Just be silly.
And just be silly. Yeah, I think I forgot that I could do that. And I did do that in latter years when I had my boys. I was very much more like that. And even now, I'll lay on the floor with my 14-year-old and we'll mess about. And I love it. It brings me so much joy. It makes me feel young and silly again. And yeah.
It's really funny, actually, because I cannot stand playing with my kids. I don't find that fun. I don't find that fun in any way, shape or form. I find it such a struggle. I know everybody's like, oh, you know, I just played with my child and we played Barbies like the old days when I was a child and I had so much fun. Doesn't give me any joy at all. I'll tell you what does give me joy. Picking on my kids. It really does.
Are you bullying your children?
Winding our children up. And me and Steve do it, and we all do it together, all four of us. We all wind each other up.
That's so
and
funny.
It is so funny. It is so funny. But, you know, my theory is if they're bullied at home, they're not going to ever be bullied on the outside life because they won't realise that they're being picked on. They're just like, oh, this is normal.
Yeah.
This is normal to be teased and, you know, it's absolutely normal. They'll be like, that's fine. But yeah, we do like to have like some silly laughs with that. And also, I mean, there are people out there that are like very much like, oh no, with tickling and play fighting and stuff like that, not to do it. You need to ask permission. Ask permission first. But watching my two children yesterday, my youngest Penny was on the bed and Polly was on the bed and they were laughing and giggling about something and we all laid down. And I was like, we just looked like we're just laying around like slugs. And then Penny was like, oh, I'm a slug. And she starts undulating like this. Like if you're listening on the podcast right now and not watching it, then I am trying to do some sort of
slug movements.
Slug undulation, just so you can envision it in your mind. It's really unattractive and not a good look. But
accurate.
Thanks. God, it's atomically accurate of a slug sloppering around all over the place. And Penny started trying to smother Polly with her body, going, I'm just a slug, I'm a slug. And it's like, so when I started doing it, going, I'm just a slug, and Polly is absolutely roaring with laughter and screeching and screaming, and Penny's just like, then she starts like licking her with slug slime, and just the absolute silliness of it was just hilarious.
But joining in with them like that and enjoying their fun with
Yeah.
them, but getting so much fun from it
Well,
yourself.
that's it. And then you
Yeah.
literally, you just like tickle. Polly loves to be tickled.
Really?
She really loves
Alice
to be
would
tickled.
literally shoot you. Like,
But-
absolutely not.
You know, she has like full like convulsions when she's laughing. She's like, she hates it and loves it all at the same time.
Yeah.
And when you're tickling her, she's stop, and then as soon as you stop, she's like, do it again. I'm like, what's going on? But it's like, that is just silliness.
Yeah.
And fun, and it gives me joy hearing them laughing so freely and just having so much fun.
Yeah.
But I mean, I do it for, I'd say I do it for Steve. That sounds a bit dodge. I try and make Steve laugh if he looks remotely down and I feel like he's a bit down in the dumps or anything like that. I try and do some exotic dancing.
I bet he loves that.
Fully clothed. Please note now that my exotic dancing is while I'm fully clothed. I'm actually doing
And
the
usually
same.
in the kitchen, probably,
It is in
whilst
the
you're in the middle
kitchen.
of emptying the dishwasher.
Yeah, and it pretty much is the same slug movement that I've just freaking shown, because there is nothing. I cannot do a sexy dance for Love Nor Money. There is nothing sexy about my dancing. It's really, really awkward. And Steve hates that awkward feeling. And I love the fact that he feels awkward. It gives me so much joy. It makes me laugh so much to see his awkward reaction.
Yeah.
His face is like, please stop it. Please stop it. But I'm in creases. Like, am I not sexy, Steve? Do you not think this is a sexy move? And he's like, please just stop. Please just stop. But I'm in creases.
Yeah.
And I like a bit of silliness like that.
Yeah.
You know, that does it for me. That's
Oh.
what gives me joy, is making other people cringe.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I tell you that when you said that, something that makes Gary cringe is the word willy.
Willy.
So I use it as often as I can.
Yeah,
willy.
just for your own entertainment.
Yeah, you have to.
You have to get your kicks somehow.
Yeah.
And whether that is making somebody else feel really uncomfortable.
Yeah, through humour, obviously,
Through humour,
not through
not
like
through anything
bullying
else.
and being.
Yeah, don't be an actual willy.
Yeah, don't.
You know, just for
Yeah.
fun, because you know that it can
Yeah.
it will make you laugh
I
quite a
remember,
lot.
like you said, I honestly, when my children were growing up, playing with them was just absolutely like not something I enjoyed whatsoever. And I've got boys as well, so it'd be Transformers and cars and Lego. And at one point it was Pokemon cards, and I can remember saying,
How can you get fun out of a Pokemon card?
honestly, they loved it, and they'd come up to me, and I remember saying to my son one day, I was like, darling, you need to pick your audience. I am not that. I honestly, I don't want to pretend to be interested. I think it's a really toxic thing to do for our kids, that, isn't it? It's to pretend to be interested, because actually what you're doing is you're just letting them know that everyone should be interested. No, if they're not interested, they're not interested. Just like move on.
Just move on. It's okay.
Yeah, so I used to play Lego, but I didn't play Lego. I'd sort it out into colours.
That was your idea of fun.
That was the best sort of fun I could have given the environment and circumstances. But I literally used to, and they'd be making, what are you doing? You can have a blue with 4 here, and I have a blue and a 6 here if you want that. But that was it. But now they're older, I get so much joy. I mean, all of my kids are very cheeky, and they're very. They go to the limit of what they can say and do around me without me going, oh, that was a bit too much. But I love it because they're all teenagers. Well, the boys are teenagers, Alice is a bit older. And they, honestly, they are just fantastic with their humour and with they just dig a little bit, and they know it's going to wind me up, and then I'll come back and I'll say something else. But one of the best things for me, and what I absolutely love doing with them, is being in the car and singing.
Oh, I love a car disco.
Car karaoke. Honestly, we both the boys and even Alice actually, the music goes up and we just literally, and it doesn't matter if we get the words wrong. We don't care. In fact, we laugh about that. So yeah, it definitely comes back around, I think, for mums in relation to having fun with our children, because I don't think it's very fun, is it? A lot of the time when we're bringing our kids up.
No, it's not.
It's not fun. Which is why I think it's nice that the men do have that about them. You know, they come home and I don't know why, but they can just sink into that.
They're the silly ones and they're the fun ones.
Yeah.
And do you know what? Do you know what I got called at home by my children?
Go on.
Fun sponge.
Oh, they don't know you.
They do not know
They do not know you.
Because
Who are they talking
I
to?
am really fucking fun. They're obviously not talking about me.
I just don't think they get your humour. I think that's what it
I
is.
think
And
that's
honestly,
I've got to wait.
it's horrible because my kids is like, Mum, that weren't funny. Yes, it is.
It is funny.
You just don't know it's funny. It's really funny. Like,
Maybe we need to pick our audience. Maybe that's the key.
stop it.
Maybe that's what it is, mate. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
So what's your idea of fun as a grown-ass woman? Because mine is definitely changed from when I was younger.
I love that you've asked me that because I haven't got something that I can just go, oh yeah, I love this and I think this is fun. And I know that I'm going to go away and think about this now because I think it's important for us to know how, what it is that we enjoy. I do know that I really love being around my children when we're having fun. So like in the car or when we're all sat here together. And my daughter is, honestly, she's such a funny character, but she doesn't mean to be funny. Some of the stuff she comes out with. So just being in her presence when she's in that mood is just absolutely brilliant. But I think actually it's quite important to have that fun outside of the family as well. And I don't know that I know that yet. So that's...
Oh my God, we just haven't spent enough time together doing other things.
Tell me what yours is.
It's really weird because some of the things that I find fun are probably not fun now. Do you know what I mean?
Oh.
Like my idea of fun is like going to a national trust. That's fun for me.
Yeah.
That's really fun for me.
Yeah,
I really enjoy that.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't make me like roll around laughing. Oh, history! But it's fun for me.
Yeah,
I get a buzz from it. You know, going to a charity shop gives me a buzz. It's fun for me. But stuff that makes me like properly like roll around, definitely spending time with my mates.
Yeah.
Mates is all about it. And then, but other times when I'm at home as well, it's like, I don't know if you do this. This is something that I have to do, but I have my favourite film of all time is Will Ferrell's Eurovision.
Yeah.
I freaking love that film.
Brilliant film.
So much. I can watch it like a zillion trillion times and I still am laughing out loud because it is just so funny to me. That humour is just me.
Right,
it's that
straight.
weird, a
Yeah.
little bit twisted, lots of sarcasm, really makes people feel uncomfortable. I love a bit of that. I like the feeling of people feeling slightly uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I like that. It gives me all the buzz. But when I watch like a scary film or anything like that, I have to then go and watch a little bit of Eurovision
balance
to
yourself
balance
out.
myself back out
Wow.
again because I need that funny.
Yeah.
I need that fun to sort of like go,
Yeah.
it's okay, Kay.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
still okay. There's still fun out there. It's not all murder.
Yeah.
There is fun here too.
That's so funny actually because I do that as well with well obviously because I don't know about you, go through phases on Netflix of watching all the murder documentaries.
Oh, I love a good murder.
Yeah. And then I'll sit there one day and I'll be like, not today. It's like, I feel like I can't do that today because it's almost as if I actually believe someone's going to break through the door or get me in my sleep or whatever I've been watching. It's like I need something to balance me out now. And I often go for Bridesmaids.
Do you?
The film
Yeah,
Bridesmaids.
to be fair, that's a bloody
Do you know
great
the best
film.
scene for me? And if you're listening to this, I'll try and describe it. But it's when she is I'm so crap with all the names. But when she's in the coffee shop with her best friend, and she's sleeping with that guy that doesn't give a shit about her.
Yeah.
And she's sat there and they've got the chocolate around the teeth and then she uses her hand and she puts it on her forehead and she taps it as if it's his willy. And it creases me every time. And I use that quite often in my day to say, I'm like, just tapping my head.
No one knows what else you're fucking
know.
doing. Yeah, just like tapping your forehead with your hands like a lunatic.
I thought I did really well describing that.
Really did. I know exactly what bit that was then.
It was honestly, it just cracks me up every time. And then the other bit for me is when she goes, she's really doing it. She's shitting in the street. She's shitting in the street. And she's literally in the street in the wedding dress, shitting herself. It's just brilliant. I love that. And that's my balance film.
Yeah, it's fun, isn't it? I think
love it.
you just need to have those like little pockets of humour throughout your day, and whether that's with your workmates just being a bit silly. I mean, we had the Alexa on the other day. A guy that I share an office with. He's really nice. He's a lot younger than me. but he loves a bit of music as well, so we like had on the Alexa, and we every morning we like try and pump ourselves up together. We're like, come on, it's gonna be a good day, it's gonna be a good day, it's gonna be a good day. And then but the Alexa was like, what are we feeling today, what genre are we feeling today? And I think we put on like, I think it was like funk or something like that, and the music started, and I was like just like doing a little click and a hip sway. It's like, yeah, feeling the fun, feeling the fun. And it just started off the day with us just being really silly and just like, it's okay to be just silly and just have a little bit of humour.
Having those characters in an office is priceless, honestly.
Oh my God, I need, I don't think you'll ever listen to it, but Jordan, I need that every day, man. Because his energy, we're both like that. What shitstorm's going to come today? Let's try and like keep this like upbeat as much as we possibly can. And that really works for me. It's just being really silly. And the other thing I do to make myself laugh is I've got in the office, I think I told you this the other day, the office lights are on sensors. So when I walk in the morning, it's usually just me going into the office, so it's dark.
Yeah.
And I go, let there be light! Just for myself. There's no one else in the room. There's no one else there. But it makes me laugh to myself. And with that, the lights come on. I'm like, yeah, that's it, babe. I got the
I'm
control.
so freaking awesome.
I'm so powerful. Let there be light. But it just gets me going every day. And I think you just need to not take ourselves so seriously. Life can be a very serious and, you know, sad, sometimes disappointing, sometimes emotionally draining time. Let's just
sink into that humour when it's available.
Sink into that humour whenever it's available.
Yeah.
Take a little nugget. It's not inappropriate to be inappropriate sometimes with
agree.
humour.
Yeah.
I mean, it's inappropriate to be inappropriate with other things.
Yeah.
But it's, you know, it's okay. And it's okay to just say silly things to yourself.
Yeah.
If you're walking around the house and going, God, that's
Oh,
hilarious.
I talk to myself all the time, and I know everyone says that's a sign of madness. Honestly, I love the conversations that I have with myself.
I'm the only person that listens.
I'm the
properly.
only person that listens to myself, and I make myself giggle.
Yeah.
Because if I'm actually talking out loud, and then I actually realise I'm talking out loud, that actually makes me giggle. Because I'm like, I'm actually talking out
I'm
loud.
actually out loud. It's not even an internal voice anymore. It's an external voice.
Yeah.
I can guarantee you, everybody does that.
Yeah.
Everybody
If you don't, you're
does that.
lying.
If you don't, you are an absolute liar, and you should listen to the lying
Come and be
podcast.
crazy with us.
Because you are so a big lie bag.
Yeah.
But it's like, it is, you know, you've just find the fun in stuff. Life is fun. It's meant to be fun.
Yeah.
You know, the serious is the serious, but that has to pass at some point.
But I think it's allocating time, isn't it? Like, yes, like, if you were in a meeting where they were talking about something that's really freaking important for the business growth or whatever, or maybe there's something difficult happening at home, obviously, you know, having that moment of seriousness is important so that everyone understands that, you know, there's X, Y, Z needs to be done, or someone needs to be heard, or somebody needs to be comforted, whatever. But let's not hang out there. Let's not hang out. Let's experience that. Now let's, you know.
It's not a good place to
No,
be. It's
no.
not a nice, light feeling to feel, to hang out in those spaces.
No.
I think you've just gotta get out there and just be funny by yourself. You don't need others to be funny. I mean, I love an audience. I'm all about an audience. Do you know what I mean? So I think like having those time with my old school friends and having like the audience where we really, really get
Bounce
each
off
other.
each other, yeah.
It's just brilliant. But I just know as soon as that date is in the diary, I know it's going to be funny.
Yeah.
I know there's fun to be had.
That's a good point, actually, isn't it? Is that you know what type of, it makes you tick kind of thing, and having that audience for you, that's somewhere where you feel very comfortable.
Yeah.
Whereas for me, in my head, I want to feel comfortable with that, but I'm not actually in real time. I'm not comfortable with that. But I love it on a one-to-one, and I become very relaxed on it. I mean, you must know, obviously you know me very well now. You can see what I'm like with you and what I'm like when I'm around other people. It's not that I necessarily change who I am, but I'm not as open and honest and as vulnerable. Available. Yeah, exactly that. And I think it's important to be okay with whatever is
Yeah.
comfortable for you, enjoy that.
Yeah.
So if it, if it is just kind of having a laugh on a one-to-one or a couple of people or in a massive group, like you do you, like just get that.
You don't need to be the center of.
No.
You don't need to be the center of attention. You don't need to be the
Yeah.
the king or queen of humor.
Yeah.
You can be a happy bystander, just
Yeah.
enjoying it and
Yeah.
lapping up the light and the fun times. You
Yeah.
don't have to be the person dishing out the jokes.
No.
You don't have to be that person
No,
to
no,
have
no.
proper fun.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah, exactly that. You don't need to be known as the funny one. Just enjoy what's
Enjoy.
going on. Like, again, I think there could be a little bit of pressure there, couldn't there? To be, because I was always the class clown, and suddenly it's like, well, can I hold that label forever?
Can you perform?
Can I perform? Come on, off we go. Let's be funny.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know how to do that anymore.
You do, Jodie. It's so in there.
It's
so in there.
Yeah.
You're definitely
So-
ready to be the funny one.
What is your funny takeaway for today?
My funny takeaway is just be silly. Do some really silly things. I used to, again, I think I mentioned my lovely friend Lynn on the last podcast, but we used to work in a really hostile working environment. So for my own kicks and my own laughs, every time that she would go away on holiday, I would change her screensaver. And I would make it something really, really ridiculous.
Inappropriate.
Really inappropriate. Really ridiculous. I used to copy and paste her face onto like movie posters and all sorts of stuff, and just literally just used to sit there and bask in the joy of when she was going to open up her computer. And it was like the most fun, silly things. I don't think you probably get away with that now in the workplace, but I mean, I did. So just be a bit foolish. It's
Yeah.
okay to just be a bit foolish. Pick your audience.
Pick your audience, yeah.
Pick your audience and just be a bit silly. It's
Yeah.
okay. Some of it will land, some of it won't land.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Who gives a shit?
Who
Yeah.
cares?
Yeah.
How about you?
I think mine is, if you don't know how to have fun because you're in that frame of mind that just feels like it's too far away from having fun, then start slowly. Because we're not saying that, to suddenly just have this most incredible life and have fun all day, every day. That's not realistic. But just to start to experience and tap into your inner child. And what that means is that it's sort of smiling at the things that you would have smiled at as a child, or just, the sides of your mouth curling up slightly. And it can just start off really slowly with little things like that. Like we've got cats, for example, and our cat, one of them is quite dopey, and he'll walk into things and bump his head. I think it's hilarious. Like, start to kind of laugh at those types of things. If someone falls over off the curb, as long as they're not actually banging their head on the floor and it's horrendous, have a giggle. It's funny. If I fall off the curb, it's funny. Like, I laugh at myself. Like, it's okay.
It's okay to laugh at yourself as well,
Yeah, and I think that's it, isn't it? Start by laughing at yourself, maybe. But yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
we're all hilarious,
Yeah.
neurotic bags of fun.
On that note,
Yeah.
let's go and have a giggle, shall we?
Yeah. Off we go.
Off we go.